Well, there is a lot of hope. A coronavirus vaccine can help us get back to life as normal. But that only works if the public chooses to take the vaccine. But do you have a choice? Can your job or your kid's school require COVID vaccinations? Well, in some cases, yes, they can. Mention vaccines and you'll get strong opinions. I asked Metro Detroiters what they thought of a Massachusetts plan to require all students to get a flu vaccine. I got hundreds of responses. I asked about the possibility of schools and businesses requiring COVID vaccinations and got hundreds more. Some, like Marina Palusha. She says she's getting a flu vaccine and COVID shot as soon as it's available. But more responded like Erica PETTINARO, a medical assistant and co-founder of Informed Choice Michigan.
In Michigan specifically, we have 3 different exemptions: medical, religious, and philosophical or personal. And I would be utilizing those immediately.
The mother of 5 says she's no fan of vaccines, but trusts any potential COVID vaccine even less.
This COVID vaccine is being so fast-tracked, we know for a fact it's not being tested as thorough as other vaccines are.
It's really important we get this right, and it's really important we maintain trust.
Public health law expert Professor Vance GABLE says confidence in vaccines is key to public health. GABLE says despite parent protests, the state can require kids to get a future COVID vaccine, just like other childhood shots.
State requirements of this sort, as long as they have scientific evidence supporting their necessity, often they're going to be upheld.
But parents can request a non-medical waiver. It will require a visit with a county health educator. And during disease outbreaks, non-vaccinated students can be excluded from school. But what about your job? Federal guidance says employers can require a COVID test to look for active infection, but not for antibodies. And a vaccine would be closer to antibody screening.
So it could violate the Americans with Disabilities Act, and it might be a problem for employers to do that.
Healthcare employers have greater ability to require workers to get vaccines to protect the life of patients. And with the life of the economy hanging in the balance, don't be shocked if other employers ask too. But the success of any vaccine depends on the public feeling confident enough to voluntarily roll up their sleeves.
We have the right to not be forcefully injected with something we don't even know what the full risks are.
Now, if businesses or schools require workers or students to get a COVID-19 vaccine, you can expect the issue to get tied up in the courts, especially if the FDA allows emergency use authorization and shortcuts traditional clinical trials. Keenan Smith, 7 Action News.